Hey everybody, good evening. Friday once again, December 15th. We're halfway through the month and almost to 2024. Today's video from eBay and Walmart. If you didn't see, there was an employee who worked for Walmart for 10 years. Her name was Gail Lewis, and she signed off from Walmart for the last time over the PA system. You can go check it out. It went viral. People made a bunch of memes about it and videos. Anyways, her vest, actually somebody wanted to have her sign one of those yellow Walmart vests. So they got an autograph from her, and it was kind of a joke, but it was kind of a serious thing. They put it up for sale on eBay. It went bonkers. It had bids over $400 and some odd thousand, and eBay took the listing down, even though the person selling it, who's like a content creator, influencer, was gonna donate the money to a charity of Gail's choice. eBay took it down. Now, some people got mad and said eBay was being the Grinch and this and that. eBay has a policy. In fact, most of the selling platforms have a policy, I think all of them do, where you can't sell work uniforms, like definitely not active current work uniforms, but even some of the past ones aren't available for sale or they take them down. And the reason is because criminals were buying things like an Amazon vest or a USPS delivery uniform and using it for bad, like committing crimes, like being able to put those uniforms on, knock on your door, and pretend to be the post office guy, the mailman, or the Amazon driver, and then breaking into houses and just doing really awful things. And so the platforms created these policies which are aimed at safety. And I get it and I understand it. It makes sense. Now, just because the platforms take them down doesn't mean these criminals can't find a way to get them. Of course they can. So I just wanted to give you guys a heads up as eBay sellers and other resellers on other platforms that a lot of these uniform type items like FedEx or UPS or USPS and Amazon and stuff, they're not generally allowed to be sold and they will get taken down. So just be careful if you're buying them. Now, I have bought things like vintage Burger King polos and McDonald's polos and vintage hats, and I've sold those without any issue. And as far as I understand, if they're like vintage and they're old, those should definitely be good to go. And if you have any problem and you appeal it with eBay, they'll generally allow it. If it is something that is a current uniform, like active 2023, 2024, or newer type, maybe something that's been in the last year or two, that's where you could run into problems. This policy has never been 100% clear to me because I see the vintage stuff all the time. I've sold the vintage stuff myself because eBay said it was cool. And then I see people who actually have had some of the vintage stuff get it taken down. So if eBay's watching this video, I'll send it to my contacts and try to get them to clarify. If somebody else could chime in the comment section below, that would be pretty cool. I'll bring up a screenshot here in just a second of the actual eBay restricted item policy about uniforms. Yeah, so I have the policy up. I actually got it on my computer. I'm gonna go ahead and read it to you guys and I'll screenshot it and bust it up here on the screen so that you guys can read along with me. Let me move over here so I can get a better look at it. But here's what the policy says. And it's actually the government item policy. I'll link it down below if you guys want to read it for yourself. Government, transit, or shipping company property is not allowed. The sale of transit or shipping company property or government-issued documentation or identification card is restricted or prohibited on eBay. So that means shipping companies, FedEx, UPS, DHL, USPS. Amazon is technically a shipping company-ish. Any of that type of stuff. The following similar items not allowed: government, private transit, or shipping company uniforms and accessories such as hats, pens, and scarves. Vintage or collectible uniforms and accessories may be listed if they meet these requirements. The item has to be 10 years or older, is no longer in use, and it doesn't look like a current uniform or accessory. So if you find some 1980s USPS stuff, you can sell that as long as they don't have anything that looks like it right now. Government, transit, or shipping company property such as vehicles, license plates, keys for vehicles, mail bags, company decals, and transit documents. Postage meters, voting machines, or Library of Congress, National Library of Service record players, digital talking book machines, or their labeled accessories. Yeah, if you have any voting machines laying around, probably not a good idea to try to list them on eBay. Fake documents, government-issued documents or certificates or diplomas, government-issued IDs, passports, birth certificates, or license plates. Collectible license plates are as long as they're expired and at least 3 years old, allowed by law. Government-issued medals or certificate for medals, VIN number plates or rivets, signs or other items indicating use by rideshare, driver, or delivery person. Uber or Lyft or any of that stuff, not allowed, guys. You can't sell that stuff like your sticker, your decals. Activity on eBay is required to file all applicable laws, respect the rights of third parties, follow the eBay user agreement, and follow this eBay policy. If they don't meet the requirements, eBay can take them down. They can suspend you, restrict buying or selling, forfeiture of fees, loss of buyer seller protections, account suspension, etc., etc. So that's the rule, guys. 10 years or older for any of the uniforms, as long as they don't look similar to anything that's going on right now. 3 years or older for license plates, as long as they're collectible and expired, and no other government or shipping stuff. Amazon can be considered a shipping company, I suppose, so their vests and all that stuff would probably be a no-no. Be careful with that. Things like McDonald's and Burger King and Papa John's and all that, they're not shipping companies, so they technically, you could sell any of their stuff that doesn't fall in this policy. So that would probably be why it's explainable, the difference between like a restaurant and a shipping company. So there you go. There's the policy, and hopefully that helps people with some more items that you are allowed to sell and that you're not allowed to sell. Anyways, pretty cool story to bounce it off of and to give you guys the story there about what happened with Gail and her vest and her $400,000. Thankfully, the seller was able to hook up with Ken Golden from Golden Auctions. He has a Netflix show you can watch. He doesn't auction out stuff. They're putting the vest back up for sale, and it was already over $4,000 or $5,000 last check with 7 days left. So hopefully they can get back to $400,000, sell it, and donate the money to a good cause to her charity. So with that, enjoy your night, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel. It means a lot to me. It helps the YouTube algorithm, and definitely would appreciate you guys sticking around for future videos, which I will put out for you all weekend long. Enjoy your evening. Thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you next time.